Thank you for watching this episode from Daniel Udofia Animations. If this story has blessed or inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Special thanks to all our channel members. Your support helps us create more faith-filled animations that touch lives. Remember, every story we tell points to God's purpose and truth. Stay blessed, and see you in the next video.
Daniel, you're one of the hardest working men I know, but let's be real, hard work doesn't pay fast anymore. You keep talking about faith and honesty, but look around you, brother. Those who twist the rules a little are the ones driving big cars, living in fine homes, and being praised by management. There's a deal coming tomorrow that could change both our lives. All I need is your signature to adjust some numbers in this report. No one will ever find out. The company wins, we win, and life moves forward. Think about it. You've got bills, your rent is due, and your family deserves better. Why suffer for righteousness that doesn't seem to reward you?
Have a seat, please. Victor, I understand what you're saying. The world has truly changed. Truth now sounds like foolishness, and compromise looks like wisdom. But I can't sell my conscience for comfort. My faith is not a decoration, it's my foundation. You see, a little lie may bring a quick gain, but it will cost peace that no salary can buy. I'd rather walk home with an empty pocket than with a guilty heart. The moment I start twisting the truth, I stop representing the God who lifted me. My provision doesn't come from men who manipulate figures. It comes from a God who rewards integrity in His time. You might think no one will find out, but God sees every hidden transaction, and He's the real boss over all.
Daniel, you sound like a preacher, but business is different. Everyone bends the truth to survive here. You think management doesn't know what goes on? They just pretend not to see. What's the point of praying and struggling while others break the rules and rise? You've been here for years, yet no promotion. Don't you ever feel tired of doing good that brings no reward? Sometimes, I wonder if your God even notices your efforts.
Victor, my reward doesn't have to come in the form of a promotion or applause. Sometimes, the proof that God sees me is the strength He gives me to say no when it's not easy. I'd rather be delayed by righteousness than accelerated by sin. When others climb fast through corruption, they forget that quick success without integrity is a ladder leaning against emptiness. Every time I choose truth, heaven records it, even if the world ignores it. My journey may be slow, but it is sure. I don't just want success. I want peace that lasts after success. That's why I will not sign that document, no matter what it costs me.
You're a strange man, Daniel. Maybe one day you'll understand that principles don't fill stomachs.
And maybe one day you'll understand that it's better to have an empty stomach than an empty soul. When this life is over, our principles will speak louder than our possessions. I choose to remain faithful, even when faithfulness feels foolish.
Have you noticed how Daniel always acts so holy? Every time there's talk about business deals, he walks away like he's too righteous to listen. I respect faith, but he takes it to extremes. This is a corporate world, not a church. No wonder he's stuck in the same position after all these years. Sometimes I think his honesty is the reason the management doesn't trust him with bigger roles. He'd probably expose every little thing.
You're absolutely right, Janet. Daniel is good at his job, no doubt, but he's too stiff for the real world. Look around, everyone bends the rules just a little to make progress. He walks around quoting scriptures and praying during lunch break, like he's the company chaplain. I mean, it's almost funny. The rest of us know how to play smart, but Daniel? He's too busy playing saint. One day, his faithfulness will make him look like a fool. Let's see where it gets him.
Still, sometimes I envy his peace. I lie awake at night worrying about targets, bonuses, and image. But Daniel walks in every morning with that calm look, as if nothing can shake him. Maybe it's not foolishness, maybe it's something deeper. But I don't know how he does it. In this world, peace seems too expensive to afford.
Peace doesn't pay bills, Janet. If you ask me, I'd rather lose peace than lose a paycheck. This company is a battlefield. The winners are those who learn to fight smart, not pray hard. I'll admire Daniel's faith when it starts producing results. Until then, I'll stick to what works in the real world.
Daniel.
My friends, I understand your thoughts, and I don't take them as insults. But let me tell you something I've learned through experience. When you build your life on truth, you may appear slow to rise, but when your time comes, no force can bring you down. Many people chase success and end up losing themselves, but the one who walks in righteousness gains both peace and purpose. You say peace doesn't pay bills, Patrick, but peace sustains the soul that money cannot save. What's the value of wealth if you have no rest within? You can outsmart men, but you can't outsmart your conscience, and you surely can't outsmart God.
Daniel, you always speak with such calmness, even when people mock you. Don't you ever get tired of being misunderstood? Doesn't it hurt that people see your faith as weakness?
Janet, it used to hurt. But I learned that being misunderstood is sometimes the price of standing for what is right. Jesus himself was misunderstood by those he came to save. If he endured, why should I give up because of a few whispers? You see, when your heart is anchored in God, no opinion can shake your direction. Let people laugh now. When God lifts you, those same voices will speak differently. I'd rather wait on divine promotion than chase human applause. Every insult for righteousness is an investment that heaven will one day repay with honor. You really believe all that, don't you? With all my heart. Faith is not a theory to me. It's the oxygen of my soul. Without it, I wouldn't survive in this corrupt world. I've seen what compromise does to people. It gives temporary gain but permanent regret. I've chosen my path, and even if I walk it alone, I'll keep walking until God proves himself faithful.
Ah, Daniel. Just the man I wanted to see. I've been watching your work for a while now, and I must say, you're one of the most disciplined employees in this organization. But tell me, why do you limit yourself? You have so much potential, you could go far faster if you'd just be a little more flexible. I have an offer for you, one that could change your life overnight. There's a client who wants to seal a major deal, and all that's required is for you to tweak a few financial figures in the report. Nothing serious, it's just to make the books look more convincing for presentation. You'll receive a handsome reward, and I assure you, no one will ever know. This could be your breakthrough, Daniel. Don't let religion make you miss it.
Sir, I'm grateful for your kind words and for recognizing my efforts, but what you're asking of me is not a small thing. It's not just a little adjustment, it's a compromise of truth. When figures lie, integrity dies. I can't do that, sir. My loyalty to this company is important, but my loyalty to God is greater. The moment I exchange honesty for promotion, I lose the favor that truly sustains success. You may see it as just business, but to me, it's a test of faith. I'd rather remain in the shadows with a clean heart than shine in corruption.
Daniel, you sound like a man from another world. Don't you see how things work here? This is the corporate world, not Sunday school. Everyone bends the truth a little, that's how systems survive. The people who rise here are those who know when to play along. You think management rewards purity? No. They reward results. If you refuse to adapt, you'll remain at the bottom, watching others take positions you deserve. Sometimes, you must be wise as a serpent to survive.
Sir, wisdom that kills conscience is not wisdom, it's deception. If this world demands that I bow to its crooked system before I can succeed, then I'll gladly remain small. I am not afraid of being left behind when God Himself is my defender. The same world that mocks integrity today will soon look for it when corruption collapses. I've seen men rise fast through shortcuts only to fall faster because they had no foundation. But the man who builds on truth may rise slowly, yet his rise will last forever. I cannot trade eternity for a temporary advantage.
You know, Daniel, men like you are rare, and sometimes, they are also the first to be crushed by this system. I'm only trying to help you. You're gifted, honest, and hardworking, but this same honesty might become your undoing. Think again before you let this opportunity slip away. You might regret this decision one day.
If standing for truth brings pain, then I will gladly endure it. The wounds of righteousness heal with honor, but the gains of deceit rot with regret. I'm not afraid of missing an opportunity. I'm only afraid of missing God's will. You call it risk. I call it obedience. You see, sir, when the world closes one door for righteousness' sake, heaven opens a gate that no man can shut. I'd rather wait for that gate.
You're either the most stupid man I've ever met or the bravest. Either way, you'll learn that the world doesn't reward such idealism.
The world may not reward it, but God does, and His rewards never fade. Thank you, sir, but I'll remain where truth keeps me. Lord, I know I've chosen the harder path, but I also know you walk beside those who choose truth. Help me stay strong when the rewards of compromise seem brighter than the blessings of obedience.
So, Daniel thinks he's better than the rest of us. A man of truth in a world of deals. I offered him the chance of a lifetime, but he chose to insult my wisdom with his self-righteous talk about God and conscience. Who does he think he is? A saint in a suit. I've seen men like him before, men who believe their morals make them untouchable. But they forget that the system does not reward purity, it rewards power. If he won't play by my rules, I'll make sure the ground beneath him collapses. Let him preach about integrity when he's jobless. Let him see how his faith feeds him when his name is dragged through the mud. Everyone has a breaking point, and I'll make sure he finds his. Yes. It's time to remind the so-called righteous man that life doesn't always win in this world. He'll learn the cost of defying me soon enough. Fred, Caroline, I called you here because there's a problem in this company. It's not with the numbers, nor with performance. It's with perception. There's a man among us who walks as though he's more righteous than everyone else. He makes the rest of you look like villains. His name is Daniel. The management is beginning to notice him for his so-called honesty, and they can't let that continue. If he keeps shining, some of us will lose our relevance. I need your cooperation to dim his light a little.
Sir, you're right. Daniel's behavior makes us all feel judged, even when we've done nothing wrong. He's always polite, but that quiet confidence of his, it irritates people. It's like he believes God personally signs his paychecks. What do you want us to do?
I need evidence, or something that looks like evidence, that can discredit him. Something that makes the management question his integrity. A whisper of corruption, a trace of dishonesty. Anything that stains that perfect image he carries around. Once people doubt his purity, his influence dies.
Sir, that sounds risky. Daniel is careful. He doesn't cut corners, doesn't gossip, doesn't even stay out late. Framing him might backfire if the truth comes out.
Fred, in this world, truth is what people believe, not necessarily what actually happened. If we control the story, we control the outcome. I have some contacts in the compliance department who owe me favors. All we need is a planted document or a forged receipt, and the rest will unfold naturally. Once management sees it, Daniel will be forced to defend himself. And even if he proves innocent later, the damage will already be done. Reputation once cracked never looks the same again.
And what happens after that, sir? Once he's discredited?
Then we simply move on as if we're shocked by the revelation. The company will look for replacements, people who are trustworthy and smart. That's where both of you come in. You'll have your promotions, your recognition, and your gratitude from me. Everyone wins.
I'm not sure how I feel about this, sir. Daniel has never done us wrong. He's just different. But I can't deny that it hurts to see his name praised when we work just as hard. Maybe he does need to be humbled a little.
I agree. Sometimes good people need to taste pressure to know the world they live in. If he's truly innocent, God can defend him, right?
Exactly. Let his God defend him then. We'll see how powerful this faith of his really is when the system turns against him.
My love, you look burdened. Is everything all right at work? You've been quieter lately. Please, talk to me.
Grace, sometimes I wonder if doing the right thing is even worth it anymore. Raymond, my superior. He's been trying to make me compromise. He wants me to bend company rules to favor certain clients. I refused, and since then, he's been making life miserable for me at the office. He twists my words in meetings, makes me look incompetent, and now some colleagues are beginning to distance themselves from me. It's getting heavy on my heart. I feel like I'm standing alone.
Daniel, I know this is hard, but remember what the word says in Galatians 6:9, let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap, if we do not lose heart. What you are doing is right, and heaven is taking note. You are not standing alone, God stands beside those who stand for truth.
I keep telling myself that, but every day it gets tougher. Sometimes, it feels like integrity is a disadvantage in this world. Raymond seems to win every time, and I'm left defending what's right while he manipulates his way upward.
Don't measure your success by the world's scale. God's reward system is eternal. Remember Joseph, falsely accused, thrown into prison, but still chosen by God for greatness. What you are facing is not a downfall, Daniel. It's a test. And if you stand firm, the Lord will honor you before those who mock your righteousness. Psalm 37:6 says, He will make your righteousness shine like the dawn, the justice of your cause like the noonday sun.
You're right, Grace. I needed that reminder. Sometimes, I get so caught up in what I see that I forget who is fighting for me. Thank you for being my strength when my faith feels weak.
You are not alone in this. We'll keep praying together. God doesn't waste battles, He uses them to reveal His power. Stay faithful, my love. The truth may be silent for a while, but it never loses.
So, Daniel still thinks his clean hands can save him? He refuses to play by the rules of power, yet expects to rise? Foolish man. I gave him chances to join my circle, to blend in, to benefit, but he chose to act righteous. Does he think his holiness will change the system? I'll make him see how the world truly works. People like Daniel are dangerous, They remind others that integrity still exists. That's why I must silence him. I'll make him lose credibility before everyone. I'll twist his own honesty into arrogance, his refusal into rebellion. When I'm done, the board will see him as a liability. And I'll be praised for protecting the company. Let's see how his faith defends him then. Gentlemen, before we proceed, there's an urgent issue concerning a recent project handled by Daniel. It appears that his refusal to cooperate with client requests caused us to lose a major investor. His rigid approach has cost the company dearly.
With all due respect, that statement is not accurate. The investor's withdrawal was due to ethical concerns, not negligence. I followed the company's policy to ensure transparency, even when pressured to falsify records.
Raymond, are you saying Daniel's integrity caused a financial loss?
Exactly. Sometimes, idealism must give way to practicality. We can't afford saints when the company's future is at stake.
With due honor, compromise might bring temporary gain, but it destroys the foundation of trust we're built on. What profit is it if we gain money and lose credibility? I did what was right, and I stand by it. This is a serious matter. We'll review both sides carefully before taking any action. Let's adjourn this meeting for now so that we may have enough time to carry out a thorough findings.
Yes. Ah, Kelvin, come in. I've been expecting you. You're one of the few who understand how things truly work in this company. Sit down.
Thank you, sir. You said you wanted to discuss something urgent?
Yes. Something that could change both our futures, yours and mine. I believe in rewarding loyalty, Kelvin. But I also know when someone's loyalty belongs to the wrong person.
I don't understand, sir.
You will. It's about Daniel. You've seen how he's been acting, refusing to cooperate, challenging my leadership, making me look weak before the board. The man hides behind that false image of integrity, but underneath, he's nothing but ambitious. He wants my position.
Sir, with respect, I don't think Daniel is like that. He's quiet and hardworking. He just follows the rules strictly.
Exactly my point. He hides his rebellion behind rules. That's how dangerous people operate. They make others think they're righteous, but they secretly gather sympathy to overthrow authority. I need someone who can help me expose him for who he really is.
What exactly do you want me to do, sir?
Simple. You work closely with him, don't you? Start observing him. Take notes of his movements, his private meetings, and any moment he speaks against company decisions. If he makes any remark that can be twisted into disloyalty, I want it on my desk by morning. You don't have to lie, just rearrange the truth a little. Do that, and your promotion will come faster than you imagine.
Sir, I'm not sure I can do that. Daniel has been good to me. He even helped me finish my first report when I was struggling. I don't think it's right to betray him.
Right? Kelvin, let me give you a truth that will help you survive in this world. Right and wrong are just opinions until power defines them. Do you think the board will care about Daniel's kindness when he's out of the system? If you want to move forward, you must learn that loyalty should serve opportunity, not morality.
But, sir...
No buts, Kelvin. I'm offering you a future. Either stand with me or fall with him. I don't repeat offers.
I'll think about it, sir.
Good. But remember, the clock is ticking. I don't wait long for decisions. And Kelvin? If you speak a word of this conversation to anyone, especially Daniel, I'll make sure your name disappears from this company's system before sunrise. Men like Daniel need to learn that integrity doesn't feed ambition. The world doesn't honor saints, it rewards the smart. I'll break him quietly, and when he falls, everyone will cheer for the fall of a man they once admired. Then, I'll be untouchable.
Kelvin, you're here so early. You look troubled. Did something happen?
Good morning, sir. Couldn't sleep well. I've just been thinking about a few things at work.
You know, sometimes when we carry too many thoughts, it's because we've stopped giving them to God. I used to do that too, try to fix everything by reasoning, until I realized prayer is better than panic.
You always speak with so much peace, sir. Sometimes I wonder how you manage to stay so calm, even when people mistreat you or say things behind your back.
It's not because I am strong, Kelvin. It's because I learned something early in my journey. When people speak against you unjustly, don't waste time fighting them, spend the time in prayer. God has better ways of defending his children than our words ever could.
Sir, what if someone you trusted was made to work against you, not because they hated you, but because they were afraid of losing what they had?
Then I'd say that person is human. Fear can make good men do regrettable things. But God still sees the heart, and he always gives room for repentance before judgment comes. Kelvin, whatever you're afraid of, trust me, it's not worth losing your peace over.
You don't understand, sir. Sometimes the pressure is too much. You try to do right, but one wrong person above you can make righteousness feel like a trap.
I understand more than you think. I've faced that too. But listen to me, if you ever find yourself standing between pleasing man and pleasing God, always choose God. The consequences may look hard at first, but his reward always outlasts the pain.
Sir, what if someone already took the wrong step, but still wishes to turn back?
Then that person should turn back quickly, before the step becomes a chain. God is merciful, Kelvin. He restores those who truly repent. And you don't need to explain anything to me, just talk to him. He already knows.
I've been part of something terrible, Lord. Please, forgive me.
Kelvin, peace will return to your heart the moment you stop running from the truth. The enemy uses fear to silence men, but God uses truth to set them free. Remember that.
What kind of man is this? The one I was told to bring down speaks like a pastor. I can't go through with this. But if I turn back, Raymond will destroy me. God, please, show me what to do. I can't live with this guilt.
Good afternoon, everyone. I came to review the project details before the presentation tomorrow, but I noticed my name is missing from the list of contributors. I must be mistaken. Or was there an update I wasn't informed about?
Oh, Daniel. Yes, there was a small change. After reviewing the team's consistency, we decided to streamline responsibilities. We felt it would be better to allow those who are always fully available to handle this stage. You've had a few extracurricular commitments lately, and we didn't want any delays.
I see. So because I attend church programs after work hours, and sometimes volunteer on the weekends, that makes me unreliable? Raymond, you know I've never missed a deadline or delivered anything less than excellence.
Daniel, please don't take it personally. The decision was collective. We just thought it would ease the pressure on everyone. You've been carrying a lot already.
Kelvin, I appreciate your concern, but let's be honest, was I ever asked if I wanted to be relieved of this responsibility? Or was I quietly excluded because someone fears that integrity will outshine manipulation?
Daniel, please, lower your voice. It's not about outshining anyone. It's just some people felt you were becoming too visible in the company, and it's drawing unnecessary attention. Maybe this break will help you rest a little.
I understand what's happening here. When people can't fault your performance, they attack your presence. But I won't fight this. I'll still give my best wherever I'm assigned, because my work is not just unto man, it's unto God.
That's a noble thing to say, Daniel. I respect your faith, really, but this is a company, not a church. Sometimes you need to be a little more flexible if you want to grow here. People who mix too much spirituality with corporate life often end up left behind. Don't say I didn't warn you.
I would rather walk slowly with integrity than run fast with compromise. If growth means losing who I am in Christ, then I'll stay small and remain true. You can take my name off the project, Raymond, but you can't take my purpose away.
Well then, let's proceed. The decision stands. Janet, ensure all presentation documents are updated. Kelvin, you'll be leading the briefing tomorrow. Daniel, you can assist from the sidelines if you wish.
I don't need to stand at the center to make an impact. Sometimes the quiet ones in the corner are the real reason things hold together. I'll continue to do what's right, even when it's not recognized.
How can a man be so calm after being wronged? He speaks like one who already knows the end from the beginning. Maybe Raymond has gone too far this time.
Lord, I won't retaliate. You saw it all. I'll wait for you, because your vindication is always better than man's revenge.
Daniel, this situation is both shocking and disappointing. Your name has been linked to an internal leak that cost us a major client. We've traced the confidential file sent from your company email to an external address. How do you explain this?
Sir, I can only speak truthfully. I have never, at any point, shared or leaked any information belonging to this company. My integrity is not something I gamble with. If any document was sent from my email, then it was either tampered with or sent by someone who had access. I value my name too much to stain it with dishonor.
Yes! Daniel, no one is accusing you directly. We're only trying to understand what happened. But the evidence is there. The file was sent from your account, and we both know passwords are personal. So, unless you gave someone access, it's difficult to see another explanation.
Raymond, I know the tone of your words well. You've tried to make me look uncommitted before, and now this? Do you truly believe that a man who prays before every decision, who works overtime without complaint, would destroy what he helped build? I have my flaws, but betrayal is not one of them.
Please, let's not make this personal. The board will decide based on facts, not feelings. And as you can see, the email trail points to your workstation. It's unfortunate, but in matters of company security, we can't take chances.
I expected such a day might come, the day when truth would be twisted to look like evil. I won't fight with anger, because my defense will not come from men. I have always trusted that light exposes lies in its time. If losing this position is part of that process, then so be it.
Daniel, I admire your calmness, but this is serious. The board insists we suspend you while investigations continue. If it turns out you're innocent, you'll be reinstated. But if not, there will be consequences.
I understand, sir. I have nothing to hide. You can take my seat, take the title, but please, don't take away my peace. Because that's one thing no one can steal unless I give it to them. I'll step aside, not in defeat, but in faith, because I know truth never stays buried forever.
It's really sad it came to this, Daniel. You had such promise. I hope you'll use this time to reflect on how easily small mistakes can destroy big opportunities.
I will reflect, Raymond, not on mistakes, but on how power can corrupt a man who forgets God's eyes are watching. You may have your victory today, but remember, the truth you bury in darkness will one day rise in light. When it does, I pray you'll still recognize yourself. Lord, you saw how they planned this. You saw how deceit was crafted to look like truth. But I won't despair. I know you have not forgotten me. Let your justice speak, not for my vindication, but that your name be honored.
Mr. Daniel, you are under arrest for the alleged leak of confidential company information. You're to come with us for questioning.
Officers, I understand you're only doing your duty. But I'm innocent of what they accuse me of. Still, I will come peacefully, because my integrity does not fear investigation.
Save your explanations for the station. We just follow orders. Please, my husband is a good man. There must be a mistake, he'd never do such a thing.
My love, don't be afraid. Remember, Joseph was taken unjustly too, yet God used it to lift him higher. I will return, and when I do, you'll see that God's justice never sleeps.
Lord, if this is part of your plan, then let it end in your glory. Defend your servant. Move, Mr. Daniel. Thank you for watching this episode from Daniel Udofia Animations. If this story has blessed or inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Special thanks to all our channel members. Your support helps us create more faith-filled animations that touch lives. Remember, every story we tell points to God's purpose and truth. Stay blessed, and see you in the next video.